Thank you all so much for your patience. We're having a few technical difficulties with the audio, but we will begin within the next few seconds. Thank you so much. Good afternoon and welcome. My name is Crystal McFetters and I am the Public Information Officer with the Unified Government of Wyandotte County. I want to welcome you all today to the 30th Annual Black History Committee Scholarship Event and Celebration of Black History. This is such an amazing event that you all are able to tune in. We normally like to do this live, but we had to kind of do some things a little different and be a little innovative this year. But we're going to bring you the same quality, the same amazing celebration that we would normally bring you in past years. So today, we're going to have some amazing presentations. We're going to have some selections. We're going to have some poem readings, as well as an amazing dynamic talk and panel discussion focusing on African American health and awareness. The Black History Committee is a committee comprised of unified government employees as well as community leaders. We have a strong mission to inspire, respect, celebrate, and just inspire African Americans in our community. So we want you all to, like I said, relax, get ready to enjoy some amazing things that we have to come. And also just want to talk a little bit about our purpose. So our purpose is to break down community barriers by inviting everyone to join us in celebrating Black History Month with the local government. For people who are new to even understanding what the Unified Government Black History Committee is, I'll give you a little bit of background. It's an amazing organization. The Black History Committee has been in existence since 1982. The founders met with city administrators and the mayor to seek support for forming a committee that would represent the local government in organizing an annual event for Black History Month, awarding scholarships to local institutions and highlighting local businesses in the Wyandotte County area. The committee has continued contributing back to the committee for over 40 years by generating funds and creating awareness of community efforts and collaborating with local educational institutions. I want to introduce you all to an amazing local talent, Elaine Cawthorn.
Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, Thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, Thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray. Lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met Thee. Lest our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget Thee. Shadowed beneath Thy hand, may we forever stand. land, true to our God, true to our native land.
Thank you so much, Elaine, for that beautiful selection. I grew up learning and singing that song, so thank you for bringing that celebration to us. We have a special treat from CEO and Mayor Tyrone Garner to do our welcome and welcome you all to the county as well as this amazing celebration.
Greetings, I'm Mayor Tyrone Garner of your Unified Government of Wyandotte County, Kansas City, Kansas. I just want to say welcome to the Unified Government of Wyandotte County's Black History Committee's Black History Celebration. Every February, the U.S. honors the contribution and sacrifice of African Americans who helped shape the nation. Black History Month celebrates the rich cultural heritage and triumphs and adversities that are an inedible part of our country's history. It was Carter G. Woodson, the father of Black history, who first set out in 1926 to designate a time to promote and educate Black people about our history, our culture, our advancements, and the positive contributions we've made to this country. February was chosen primarily because of the second week of the month coincides with the birthday of both Abraham Lincoln and Frederick Douglass. As we know, Lincoln was influential in the emancipation of slaves, and Douglass, a former slave, was a prominent leader in the abolitionist movement. There's never been a better time to celebrate Black history, and we should always celebrate Black history every day of the year and not just in February. So again, thank you and welcome and congratulations to all those that enjoy the celebration of Black History Month in the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Gardner, for those amazing remarks. Next, we will have a special presentation from Fire Department Chief Callahan for a presentation for the 2022 Legendary Award. And this award is going to go to Mr. Morris Letcher.
Good evening. I'm here to talk a little bit about my friend Morris Letcher. I first met Morris when I came to the Kansas City, Kansas Fire Department in 2018. Shortly after getting to know Morris a little bit better, I saw his potential and I promoted him from battalion chief to assistant chief. Morris literally knows everyone in the community, and when I say everyone, I mean everyone. Subsequently, I was able to meet his beautiful family, his wife Toya and his children. Morris has done himself proud, both professionally and personally, and we are here tonight to present Morris with the 2022 Legendary Award, and I'm going to read that right now. 2022 Legendary Award, Morris Letcher. Because of you, we've learned so much. You've inspired so many through your contributions to our community, your leadership, your integrity with the KCK Fire Department and the Black History Committee. You are appreciated from the Unified Government Black History Committee.
Morris,
yes,
good
sir.
to see you again, man.
What's going on?
Oh, just relaxing. It is a great honor to see you again. I'm even more pleased to be here to present you the 2022 Legacy Award. You have been one of the most inspiring young men in our community. Your leadership, your contributions to our community, your interest in young people in our community has just been, from my vantage point, extraordinary. So it is with great pleasure that I present to you the 2022 Legendary Award on behalf of the Unified Government African American History Committee, of which you've been a member, and we've enjoyed your humor, your creative ideas, and it is a really great pleasure to be able to present this to you today. Here you are.
Well, thank you.
Congratulations, and keep up the good work, man.
Thank you.
Quite welcome.
Well, first of all, I want to thank everybody for giving me this award. I thank those that saw fit to consider me. You know, last year or the last 2 years, I didn't get to be part of the Black History Committee because of the dilemmas we've been having with health, with COVID, with my personal health. But I know that I'm not alone. I know things still went on. People still try to help people. And that's the great thing about Wyandotte County and the members in the county. But I must say that I am greatly appreciative of being thought of. And so, you know, they all often say it's one thing to give people their flowers while they're living. And I see fit. And I don't take this award lightly, because I just thank God. I really do. Because I didn't have to be here. I had a stroke maybe 2 years ago. And, you know, one day I was doing fine. The next day I woke up, it was 8 months later. And I couldn't walk. And so, if I can say one thing, the only regret I really have is I wish I could have did more helping people, because now I can't do what I want to do. And so if I have one thing to tell people, don't worry about the small things, because they don't matter. Don't worry about arguing, wasting time, being upset with people or family, because you know you never know when it's your last time. Appreciate your family, your wife, your kids, your community. And I want to thank those who stepped up in my community. I might not live in the hood, but people that I didn't expect would have stepped up for me and my family. And that's a great honor. And I want to give a special thanks to my wife and my children. And I want to say, last but not least, behind every good man is a good one. So that's real. That's my baby. But so y'all know me. Y'all know I throw a joke in there. But no, man, if I couldn't do anything, I got her. And I've been married for 26 years now. And I'm gonna tell you, when I first got married, I figured I'd get married, and if it don't work, we just split up. And but I figured, and I learned to long suffer with her, and she's learned to long suffer with me. And I appreciate it, because I often think now, if I didn't have a stroke, you know, where would I be? And so I want to say thank you. Thank you, Toya. Thank you. She won. Okay. She won. And so we often laugh and play about that, but shoot, I won. I really did. And so I want to just say thank you. And thank the Lord, my Savior, Jesus Christ, for having mercy on me. There's people that was here last year, personal friends, people throughout the world that didn't get to make it. And he saw fit to allow me to be here another year. And so I was talking to a friend of mine, and he said that the Lord didn't bring me this far to bring me this far. That means he still has work for me to do. I don't know what that work is totally right now, but he'll let me know. And so I just want to say thank you one more time, and I'll be done, because I'm a preacher too. Sometimes we don't know when to be quiet and close. But I'm going to say this, and I'm going to do it. I'm getting ready to close.
Pass the plate.
Yeah. So Can we take off?
Thank you, Chief Callahan and the Kansas City, Kansas Fire Department for that amazing award and presentation, as well as the Black History Committee. And thank you again, Mr. Morris, for all of the things that you have done in our community, as well as being a past member of the Black History Committee. Thank you so much for all of your support and help. Want to bring back Elaine Cawthon to do a special poem reading for us. And this poem is titled Harriet Tubman, written by Eloise Greenfield.
Harriet Tubman didn't take no stuff, wasn't scared of anything neither, didn't come to this world to be no slave, and wasn't gonna stay one either. Farewell, she sang to her friends. One night she was mighty sad to leave them, but she ran away one dark hot night, ran looking for her freedom. She ran to the woods, then she ran through the woods with the slave catchers right behind her. Then she kept on going till she got to north where those men could not find her. 19 times she went back to south to get 300 others. 19 times she went back to south to save black sisters and brothers. See, Harriet Tubman didn't take no stuff, wasn't scared of anything neither, didn't come to this world to be no slave, and wasn't gonna stay one either, and didn't stay one either.
Now I want to introduce Commissioner Townsend to present the Business Award to Anna's BLD Bistro.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we honor Anna's BLD Bistro. And in case you ever wondered, BLD stands for Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner. We honor it for its unwavering support and dedication to this Wyandotte County, Kansas City, Kansas community. Since 1997, Anna's has been a family-owned and operated business in Wyandotte County. Anna's BLD is well known for providing high-quality meals with a flair, known for its unique centerpieces and fabulous table linen presentations. To meet the growing demands for its delicious cuisine, Anna's BLD opened a storefront location at 2959 North 7th Street Traffic Way in Kansas City, Kansas in 2011. With the help of her mother, Ms. Natalie Barge, who has been with Anna's BLD since its inception in 1997, and with the help of her devoted husband, Kit Howell, Anna's BLD continues to prepare homemade comfort meals and provide first-rate customer service. Here today to accept the award for Anna's BLD Bistro is Miss Angeline Howell, proprietor of Anna's BLD. Ms. Howell. On behalf of the Unified Government's Black History Committee, we honor Anna's BLD Bistro and would like to present you with this 2022 Business Award. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you, Commissioner Townsend. Thank you, Unified Government Black History Committee. It has been a privilege and an honor to serve you over the years that I participated. I've missed you over the last couple of years during the COVID time, but I would like to thank you for recognizing our business as part of the community and as part of your committee that has used our services over the years. Thank you, Commissioner Townsend, and thank you, Black History Committee. Have a great day, and we hope to see you at Anna's BLD Bistro down on 7th Street. Bye-bye.
Congratulations again to Anna's BLD Bistro for all of your continued support and the amazing things that you provide to our community, all the great food that you provide. So thank you again, and congratulations.
One
When the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory.
Yo, before George Floyd and yelling black on please, they were selling black people for tobacco seeds. Guess I'm just a bastard, but I got strong genes. Ain't no denim cut for this, but still a Mac low key. I see your battle scars, but you turn your back on me. They lying because the fact is, homie, I am the king. I'm hotter than 7 integers of fire. You see me cruising down Maya with the dime that knows that I am supreme. Calibrated to this money with my eye on the street. Celebrated in my city, haters, eye on the ring. Got my hand on my deal, got my mind on my cream. Yes, I'm trying to build nothing short of a dream, nothing short of a miracle. I consort with my team, can't resort to the struggles that took us out as a team. I should probably be dead with my homie Kid, rest in peace. I was moments away, so I hope you can see glory.
When the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day. When the war is won, we will be sure, we will be sure. Oh, glory.
Now we are up to our scholarship presentations. We have Commissioner Andrew Davis to present a $1,500 scholarship to the Kansas City, Kansas Community College.
Hello, everyone. This is Commissioner Davis of District 8. Today, we honor an educational institution that has been part of our community for almost 100 years. Their mission is to inspire individuals and enrich our community one student at a time, and they've done just that. Thank you for being an educational institution that encourages a strong commitment to high academic standards that sustain and advance excellence in learning. Many of our Wyandotte County residents have taken a course, graduated, or supported Kansas City, Kansas Community College. We want to continue supporting your mission and vision for students. Please accept this scholarship on behalf of the Unified Government Black History Committee. Thank you.
Hey, I am so excited. I'm Mary Ricketts. I am the Foundation Board Chair for Kansas City, Kansas Community College. Let me tell you that we are excited, we appreciate, we are thrilled to receive our donation to our foundation from our Unified Government Black History Month team. Let me tell you how important this is. It is $1,500, and the impact that money, that donation, that giving will make to the lives of our students it's incredible. And sometimes it's hard to even put it into words because we never know what it does for a family. For one family, it may cover groceries or utilities or rent, and that's one less thing they have to pay. For another family, it's like, no, that covered all the books that I need. That covered all the additional fees. That actually covered our course. It doesn't matter what it covers. We just need to know that it's covering something. It's making an impact. We are grateful. We appreciate the donation. We are excited to make sure that it gets into the right hands of our fabulous students of Kansas City, Kansas Community College. So on behalf of our board, I am excited, and we all say thank you.
Now we have Commissioner Harold Johnson to present Donnelly College with a scholarship for $1,500.
Today, we honor an educational institution that has been part of our community for almost 75 years. Their mission is to provide educational and community services with a personal concern for families and the needs and abilities of each student, especially those who might not otherwise be served. Donnelly College seeks to challenge people to become the best version of themselves in their vocation, in their personal life, in their civic engagement, and faith pursuit. Excellence requires perseverance amidst obstacles, striving beyond what is comfortable, openness to new ideas, a commitment to quality and concerted effort. Thank you, Donnelly College, for being an educational institution that encourages strong commitment to high standards, academic pursuits, and sustains and advances excellence in learning. We want to continue supporting your mission and vision for students. So please accept this scholarship on behalf of the Unified Government Black History Committee.
Thank you, Commissioner Harold Johnson. On behalf of Donnelly College, its students, its faculty, its staff, along with its board of directors, Monsignor Stuart Swetland and I, Karen Jones, we gratefully thank the Unified Government and its Black History Committee for bestowing this scholarship to our students. As a longtime supporter of education, it is my firm belief that if we as a community would just educate the people together effectively, we would cure a lot of what detrimentally ails us. It is with that sentiment in mind, along with the very valued contribution that this scholarship presents to Donnelly College students, that I say thank you, thank you, thank you. This scholarship money will indeed be put to good use. And now we're going to have a few words of thanks from Monsignor Stuart Swetland, President of Donnelly College.
Thank you, Karen, and thank you, Commissioner. Also, I want to thank the Unified Government Black History Committee for this generosity in supporting our students and our mission. The Kansas Department of Commerce tells us that the jobs for the future in Kansas, that over 60% of them will require some form of formal post-high school education. Currently, the workforce in Kansas has about 40% of people have a post-high school certificate or degree. That educational gap is something we need to address for the economic, social, and political health of Kansas. Donnelly College is very proud and honored and humbled that we play a small role in providing that educational formation for the people of Wyandotte County and beyond. We have been doing this for 75 years, and we look forward to doing it for many more decades to come. Thank you, and God bless.
As we hope you've seen throughout this program, the purpose of this committee is to break down community barriers by inviting everyone to join in with us in celebrating Black History Month and all of the achievements throughout our community. At this time, I would like to say thank you to all of our committee members for their hard work in pulling this together. As you know, in 2021, we were unable to have this event. And this year, the committee came together to host this virtual event so that we could continue to offer scholarships to those students in our community. And if you are interested in becoming involved or supporting the Black History Committee, you are able to send your donations to the Black History Committee at 701 North 7th Street, Suite 421, attention Shea Lockett. You are also able to donate via Venmo, and that information is on your screen and will be on the screen after this event. Again, we would like to thank our committee members and as well as our panelists. I hope you all enjoyed their engaging conversation.
We will now go into our community discussion with this year's theme of Black Health and Awareness. This is where you get to engage directly with some amazing panelists. So we ask that you submit your questions via Facebook Live or through the Zoom chat to engage with us, as well as you may have an amazing question that another community resident may also be asking and wanting to have the information for. So we look forward to hearing more from you. So stay tuned. Don't log off as we continue this interactive Black History celebration. And don't forget to like and share. We have two beautiful speakers and co-hosts here with me today. I'm going to introduce everybody has to turn themselves on. Garner. And Nicole Garner is the Planning and Operations Division Manager for Wyandotte County Public Health Department. She joined the Health Department in the spring of 2020 as the COVID-19 and Health Equity Task Force Project Manager, where she focused on ensuring residents were impacted by COVID. Basically, she made sure they had access to testing. She provided oversight, guidance, and acted as a contributing partner in various initiatives, programs centered around advancing equity and social justice solutions in the community. Through her work with the Health Equity Task Force, bias, medicine, medicine, residency, and fellowship trained around on a community response to the pandemic, Wyandotte County Health Equity Task Force. Before joining the Health Department, Nicole worked in long-term care for 15 years as a regional director in health management and marketing. She earned her MBA with a certification in public health administration department at well. She is married and has 2 children and loves to travel. So let's everyone welcome Nicole Garner. Native, and she was born and raised in Wyandotte County. She graduated from Sumner Academy School of Arts and Science. She also attained her Bachelor's of Psychology from the University of Missouri, Kansas City. Tykeisha also has worked in the Kansas City Public School District, USD 500 in various capacities. After spending several years in the classroom, Tykeisha decided to go back to school to take her master's in social work. A master's in social work from the University of Kansas, with an emphasis on mental and behavioral health. There she gained a deeper understanding of mental health challenges within disadvantaged communities, as well as growing understanding of trauma-informed care. Today, Tykeisha works as a special educational licensed master's social worker and mental health therapist at a local children's psychiatric hospital, is a wife, mother, a daughter, and a son. She takes pride in delivering strength-based, trauma-informed care to minority communities and empowering individuals. Thank you. Let's welcome her as well. And I think I jumped the gun. Sorry. I think I jumped the gun. I didn't introduce myself. Sorry. I am again Crystal McFetters, and I work for the Unified Government as a public information officer. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for this community discussion. I'm going to jump right in. So I know you all are excited to talk about this. I am too. So we are today going to focus on Black health and awareness. And what does that mean? Why are we talking about it? Why is it so important? So we're going to kind of break these down. We have some questions that were submitted. And like I said, if you have any questions that you would like to provide on our Facebook live chat or our Zoom chat, please provide those. We have to kind of fielding those for us. But we're going to break these questions down kind of into 4 categories. So we have health awareness, mental health and suicide, COVID in the Black community, and how to advocate for yourself regarding your mental health. Okay, so let's jump right in. So first one I'm going to throw at Ms. Nicole. Sure. So what do you recommend for people who say, I look fine, I'm great, my lashes are great, my hair's done, I look great, everything's good, but they are not getting this preventative care. So basically, they may have some health things going on, but they don't know about it because they're not getting that routine care. What do you say to those individuals? How important is preventative care? Mammograms, routine blood work, things like that.
Absolutely. And I think we all know someone in our family who is that way. I tease some family members to say, you're just going to drop dead one day. We absolutely have no idea know what's going on with you. But I would say is that if a person needs preventative care, but they say they're fine, they want to go to the doctor, I say we need to come back and ask questions. What are the questions that we should be asking? Why they don't understand why ask those questions. Another question to ask, I would say, is do people may just be afraid, and finding out why they're afraid, why they're not comfortable. And then another reason may be that they're uninsured or underinsured. I think that goes for a lot of people. Why should I go to the hospital if I feel fine, but then I'm going to rack up a bill? And so I think it's when a person says, I don't want to go to the doctor because I'm fine, I think we have to ask the question and be an advocate for them and voting for them. Definitely. I was going to say, yeah, you brought some interesting points, and just kind of piggyback off of that, we also can encourage them that sometimes you don't want to wait until there becomes a problem, because once there is a problem, it may be simply too late. We want to do preventative for a reason, to prevent things from happening. So we don't want to wait till we feel bad or till it's just becomes a point in our life where it's so unbearable that there's no help that we can take. I agree. Thank you. Great discussion. The next question I'm going to throw back is Garner. So we're coming up to our 2-year mark of COVID. I don't know about you all, but I am so over COVID, but COVID is not over us. We're still here. Right. So one thing I want to ask you is what do you think about the state of Black health pre-COVID? That's a really good question. And I would say pre-COVID, Black health was not on anyone's radar except for that. Getting healthy was just not a priority. Post-COVID, it has become a priority. We have an opportunity to promote health in that right way. Definitely, I agree that it's just become more national concern, national attention. Of course, we see it because we wake up Black every day. Our family is Black, our community is Black, so we oftentimes see what plagues our community. But because of COVID, we can see how bad it has gotten in our community. And I believe that now we see national and local attention that is strategically placed now, trying to figure out how we can help our community. And like you said, with preventative measures. Absolutely. There's a statistic I just read recently that and the CDC reported in 2020 that 30% of the overall COVID cases were for African Americans. But when you look at the overall population of the United States, we only make up 13% of the population. And so now we have an opportunity again to really, shine a spotlight on the health disparities that take place, not only in this community, but in this country, and really advocate for ourselves. Perfect. Thank you so much, lady. So kind of going into that, that's a little bit better, you all? To kind of go into that, I want to focus now. We have a buzzword. Everyone's going to say, oh, I know that. Self-care. You hear about it all the time. People are capitalizing on it. Self-care this, self-care that. But I think it's super important. So I'm going to have Tykeisha talk about what is self-care exactly and why is it so important. Definitely, it's not only important, it is essential for your overall well-being. When you think about self-care, like you said, so many different variations have shown up in the world of what self-care looks like. But at the end of the day, it's really, how can you take care of the person on the inside? So many times we pour out to our families, we go to our jobs and give so much, we go to our friend groups, we're there for everybody else, but how exactly can you show up for yourself? And it may look different for several different people, whether it's creating routines and rituals in the morning. Maybe you're starting your day with prayer or meditation, or maybe you're doing yoga and exercising. But it's really those simple things, little nuggets that you can take along the way that will lead to a larger impact in your life. Like you said, it looks different for everyone. For me, it's just finding a balance. So sometimes I will do everything, and then I'm all over the place until we take care of everyone else, but what do we do? How do we show for ourselves? So that is so important for that. I have this kind of follow up to that. So the lack of self-care, but one question I want to kind of ask, and I know some people have asked about, so like right now in the light of some very recent suicides that we had in the African American community, what are your thoughts on mental health? Like just within the last few months. And these are on a national scale. But what about the people that we don't hear about? So, for example, Miss USA is Shirley's Chris, Regina King's son, Ian Alexander. And then I moved back a few years ago from the Maryland area, got a call about a local mayor that committed suicide at age 42. So all of these individuals under the age of 45, very successful in their own right, but they're functioning with high depression. So what are your thoughts on that? So many things to mention. So many things.
It's nothing we can do.
It goes hand in hand with mental health. We're not taking care of ourselves. And really, if you look at yourself as a biosocial model, that basically just says that we're all interconnected. Like, I can't separate my biological self from my social self. So
this whole system is terrible. That when we use it in Zoom function, that's not made to be used for Zoom.
What is it used for? What is it made to be used for?
For broadcasting to UGTV. And then we're throwing a Zoom into it, which we do for the meetings, but I had like 6 people that help me during the meetings. So it's just
biological standpoint, it is our
Since we appreciate you, it sounds better now. And I think what they so when I hear it from like what everybody else is doing,
have to normalize mental health and keeping that intact.
Perfectly. Thank you so much, ladies. I was just going to kind of piggyback off of that. Since we're talking about suicide, we're talking about mental health. These are things that people, I don't know about you growing up, we didn't talk about certain things. Like, we just did not. And it wasn't our parents' fault. They didn't know how to talk about it either. So it's kind of a function of you're around what you're around. So with this particular discussion, I don't want anyone in our audience to think that we're just going to talk about this. We're going to open up all these wounds and we're going to just leave you hanging. We will not do that. There are some amazing resources that both of our speakers have provided everyone with that's on our website, www.ycokck.org/BHC. There are some community resources, health resources, things that are about awareness in our community. Please feel free, and it's titled resources, so it's right in there for you. So please feel free to actually access that information. Like Nicole said, we want to normalize these conversations. We want to empower and educate you to start having these conversations with your family, friends, your tribe, whoever you call your tribe. We want you all to be kind of watchful for certain behaviors, like Tykeisha said, to kind of observe certain things. And if there's counseling or things that you need, to be okay to understand that these are normal things. So,
and I definitely want to say this, that if you notice that someone around you is maybe changing their habits, maybe they're not operating as their normal selves, they look more withdrawn, they seem to be more distant than normal, check in with that person. Just say, hey, how's it going? I noticed that you haven't been yourself. And if you have if you think that maybe they're having suicidal thoughts or things, it's okay to ask them, like, hey, are you thinking about harming yourself? And the more forward you are with that person, they're more than likely to open up because they want and need help, but they're sometimes just simply waiting on somebody to ask. So I definitely didn't want us to end without giving out that piece of information.
Yes, thank you so much, ladies. This is great discussion. I don't know about you, but it's just like I'm just talking to my girl. So this is good. This is good. Like I said, we're hitting a lot of different topics, and we just don't want to open up a wound and just leave you hanging. So please visit those resources as well. We're going to shift gears a little bit to health awareness. So this question is going to be kind of for both of you ladies, but Nicole, you can kind of hit it first if you don't mind. Sure. So what healthy habits can we start doing or teaching to adults and to children to help them understand and be more motivated to basically advocate for their own health?
That's a really good question. And I think it starts with doing things together as a family. And so the first thing or suggestion that I have is preparing a meal together as a family. And making healthy choices. The other activity, again, doing as a together as a family would be taking one day out of the week and exercising or doing something physical, whether they go bowling or going to play basketball, going for a walk. And so the two suggestions I would have to say to, develop healthy habits would be to prepare a meal together as a family, making healthy choices, as well as exercising and taking one day out of the week to do that.
Tykeisha, do you have anything to add? I love those suggestions, and actually I'm writing them down. I think one thing we also can do is just change our language on how we talk about health and fitness and just getting healthy. Don't look at it like, oh, I have to do this to lose weight, or I'm fat, or let's begin to change the way we just talk about it to our family. Like, hey, we're eating vegetables because they make me feel better, or I'm exercising so that I can feel more healthier. And I notice that when I exercise, I feel better on the inside. So I think if we begin to change our mindset around fitness and wellness overall, that would just help us become more productive in those areas.
Perfect. Thank you so much, ladies. I'm going to shift gears, and this is going to be like I said, Tykeisha works in the school district, but we all can identify with this. We're going to talk a little bit about social media, or even for our people that are online. We want you to kind of tap into, if you have comments and questions, please don't forget to put those in the chat for us as well. So what with the impact of social media, what impact of social media do you feel, I don't know if you can all hear me, sorry, with social media on children's mental stability and health? So thinking about cyberbullying, and I don't know about you, but growing up, we did not have social media. So I feel like that was a time I loved it because there was a lot of things that did not get captured on social media. But now everything is under this lens, and it puts such an amount of high pressure and anxiety on children from a small age as even with teens. So what would you talk about, or how would you talk about mental health, even to our parents as well as our students that are listening?
Definitely, and that's exactly what I was going to say. We have to realize that these children are growing up in a different world. When we grew up, we all grew up in different eras, but we all grew up in a world where most of our interaction were face-to-face. We were out in the streets playing with our friends. We were going to basketball games. But now these children, especially due to COVID, a lot of their interactions are happening online. And what that does, it takes the person away from like that interaction. All you see is a screen, but you don't see the person behind the screen, and all you're doing is just typing on the computer. So I encourage parents all the time to check in with your kids, check their devices, ask them what conversations are they having online, ask them how do they feel about certain things, look on their social medias and see what kind of content are they ingesting every single day, and be open and let your children know that they can come and talk to you and have conversation with them. And I mean, most times it's going to be uncomfortable, but the more times we do it, the more comfortable it becomes. And then they know that they have an advocate with their parents, and that they can have these sorts of conversations. And I think it's important to understand to tell them that it's not just a computer we're looking at. It's a person behind that computer with thoughts, with feelings, and with emotions. And you have to be a good steward over that and make sure that what you're typing is out there, because the case of the matter is, once it's out there forever.
Yes, you're so true. I have teenagers, and so I keep it very real with them. I take the phone away. Yes. We have real interaction, real conversation. And then I'm also very transparent about not everything you see online is real. And so you have to take things with a grain of salt. But I'm always having that conversation, and I do every single day. I take the phone and I say, we're going to have some conversations, one-on-one, and not anything social media related.
Perfect. That's amazing. Like I said, I was a former teacher, so I know the pressures I have fourth graders, and the pressures of a fourth grader in social media. And I'm like, you're 9. Why do you even care about Facebook? And like, it blew my mind, some of the pressures and anxieties that went on, the beef that went on social media, and then they would bring it in the classroom. And I was like, no, this is a social free. We're leaving it at the door. So thank you, ladies, for that. I have a couple more, and then we're going to see what questions we have on Facebook and on Zoom. We don't have any, so come on, people, what are we waiting on? We need to hear from you as well. But I do have one talking about advocacy in regard advocacy and your health. How would you ladies explain to youth as well as parents how we can properly advocate for our health? And what does that mean? Some people have never even heard of it. What does that mean?
I think first for advocacy is just realizing that you are your best person. You know yourself the best inside and out. I can't look inside of you and tell your pain level. I can't tell what things trigger you or hurt you. So just realizing and taking that power back and understanding that, hey, I know me the best out of everybody in this world. So your voice matters. And then once you do that, researching, if you first research within and see like what things are troubling me, what health concerns that I have maybe that are in my family that could possibly impact me, or what thoughts or emotions am I uncomfortable with feeling. And you can research those things and then go to the experts. When you go to the doctor, I usually have a list of questions available that I'm going to ask the doctor. And I'm not only just looking for them to tell me answers, but I want to have a conversation with them and gain understanding.
That's a really great point. And I would say every African-American person that has seen a doctor, a clinician, we have to be advocates for ourselves because of the health disparities that take place in this country. We have to be an advocate for ourselves. And so that is simply just asking questions, making your doctor or physician work. A lot of times, you know, we grow up in a generation where you respect not only your elders, but you respect clinicians, and we're afraid to ask tough questions. We have to be comfortable asking tough questions and putting them to work. And I can't say that enough.
I'm glad you said that. And I think it's also important that we find doctors and physicians who are culturally sensitive, and that maybe if they look like you and if they don't look like you, to ask like, hey, what is your knowledge with dealing with people of color? Or what is your knowledge on people of color and diabetes or COVID and things of that nature? Don't be afraid, because at the end of the day, it's your health and your health matters.
And the last thing I would say is that if you're not comfortable, bring someone with you.
Yes, yes.
Bring a person who is comfortable being an advocate on your behalf.
I know we're going to wrap it up, but I want to kind of add to that. I know, I love it. Good conversation. But to kind of jump to that, advocating for yourself can technically save your life. I had a situation, and like you said, finding the right person, the right physician that can help understand your makeup was important for me. I had some blood work done. I'm kind of getting in my business. I had some blood work done, and my numbers were a little off, but had them tested again. They're like, oh. So there was something that my mother also had, and it's something that was specific to African Americans. But one physician, this one blood doctor that studied my blood, he had me freaking out. Like I just was like, I didn't know what to do. But I had another one, and this was when I was in Baltimore, literally said, no, I'm looking at all of your numbers. This is in line for, I forgot what he called it. I should know. But he said, this is okay for an African-American woman your age. He's like, do not freak out. Let them know this is what you have. I need to remember what it is. It's at home. He said, let them know this is what it is, and they will not be alarmed when you have certain tests done. So understanding certain things like that will instantly not trigger you to feel like, oh my gosh, there's something wrong, when you understand and know your body and can truly speak up for yourself. So do we have any questions that came in through Facebook? I know we have a few people on Zoom and on Facebook, and I'm checking on my phone really quick here to see what came through. Okay, they are coming. So far, please let us know, how are we doing? Are these discussions, was this discussion helpful? Would you like to see more of these kind of discussions? What other topics would you love to, for us to continue with? And also I'm gonna put a plug in. So if you did not get a chance to donate to the Black History Committee Scholarship Fund, this is your opportunity. The Venmo, as well as information on how to donate via check, is on our website, www.ycokck.org/BHC. There is the Venmo link, as well as information to donate via check. Those scholarship monies go directly to our local students, as well as community organizations and businesses. So please support this amazing organization so we can continue this work further. I'm just going to check here to see if we've gotten any. I don't have it yet. Not yet.
I think that's amazing that you guys are providing scholarship opportunities for the children, because I mean, as they're growing and learning, we want to give them as many resources as possible. And maybe you don't have children, or maybe you feel like your children are grown, but either way, just planting that seed is helping bridge the gap between the next generation. So I love that.
Absolutely. And I think it's important that if you can bless someone with a scholarship so that they can get a higher education, I think that is just so important.
Okay. Thank you so much, ladies. We have a couple questions that were submitted via Zoom, and for some reason it wasn't coming through my phone, but we're going to make it work. Thank you so much, ladies. Okay, so one question that we received from Facebook. So it says, how can you get a person with mental health issues to take their medication? It's a very good question. So I don't know which lady would like to tackle, which expert would like to tackle that.
I think first you can provide them with some psychoeducation and let them know that just like if you have a heart condition, you have to take your blood pressure medications to make sure that your heart is operating correctly. I think that takes the stigma away from it, letting them know like, hey, sometimes people have to take medicine for diabetes, and sometimes people have to take medicine because of other issues. And your concern is your mental health. So sometimes we have to take medicine for that as well. If the issue is consistent or pervasive, I think you can definitely reach out to a professional, some sort of clinician, a social worker, a therapist, doctors, and see if they can provide some sort of intervention to help that person as well.
I think you said it very well.
Okay. Thank you so much. We have another question that just came through. So someone said you mentioned when trying to find a doctor that is culturally sensitive so they can relate to the issues within your family and community. What do you think we can do to recruit more doctors in our community so that we have a better selection in our community?
That is a great point. You want to get that one?
You know, I think recruiting doctors is something that I think is a challenge, and there's a shortage of doctors and nurses, as you all know. But I think it's finding a clinician and promoting your community is simply spreading, the importance of working in your community and being a leader in your community. And so there's no magic pill to get, or no magic solution to get clinicians to, work in disparaging parts of the community. But what I would say is that if you find a clinician that you like, asking them what other hospitals, what other areas do they practice in?
Definitely. And I think that if you find a clinician that is in your community that is culturally sensitive, or as a person of color, you can encourage them or ask them if they wouldn't mind volunteering, or how you could help their practice bridge that gap to the community. Maybe volunteering can be going into the schools, advocating for children to become more aware of that area. I know one thing that I noticed is that a lot of children, sometimes they don't go into the areas because they just simply don't know it's available to them. Right. So that if we can just get more volunteers, community resources into our high schools, into community programs, so that people are just more aware of what's available, and the opportunities are endless in this world. So
Perfect. Those were all the questions that we had submitted. So thank you all again for joining us and tuning in. And I'm going to give a quick opportunity for Ms. Nicole Garner and Tykeisha Kelly to do any closing remarks if they would like to. And then I will kind of wrap us on up with some additional information on how you can continue to stay connected with the Black History Committee, as well as how you can continue those donations and anything, some additional information that I'll have for you. So some special thanks. So
I would just like to say thank you so much for inviting me. I think this is super important, not only for African Americans, but just people in general to see what we're doing as an organization. And so thank you for having me. Please donate. And again, this was a great discussion.
Same. I really appreciate the opportunity for having me here and just to talk about such needed discussions on mental health and wellness overall. And I just encourage people to take care of yourself completely and wholly. Make sure that you're whole on the inside, because when you're whole on the inside, it will definitely show on the outside. So everyone take care. Perfect.
Again, I want to thank you all, and you both amazing ladies, for joining us in the discussion. We had so many people that put some amazing work to kind of get this program going. This, like I said, is normally a live event, and we had to be very innovative to keep it going this year. So we want to thank all of the Black History Committee members, our communications team with the UG. We had DJ Joe that helped with some of the pre-recorded video, and I please don't charge it to my head, not my heart. For anyone that I missed, all the commissioners, KCK, Community College, Donnelly College, and anyone else that, yes, Mayor Garner, sorry, anyone else that contributed to making this event happen. And also I want to thank, like I said, our Facebook and our Zoom participants. So we thank you all for taking part of your Friday to help us have this community discussion. But like I said, we don't want it to just end here. We didn't want to just open up any kind of wounds for you all and not provide you with resources. So please don't forget to go to our website to find that information. On Monday, there will be a survey that will be posted on our website. We just want to see how you think we did. What can we do better? How can we make this event or these discussions kind of more for our community? So please please feel free to visit us, like I said, on our website, www.ycokck.org/BHC to complete that survey on Monday. And like I said, we want to continue with these donations and these discussions. So please let us know if there's anything that we can do or anything that the Black History Committee can do in the community moving forward. So again, we want to thank you, and you all have an amazing weekend. Thank you all so much. Thank you.